that you wouldn't be able to tackle. Heroes. They often come from mythology and comic books. Heroes. They're usually characters who, in the face of danger and adversity or from a position of weakness, they display some type of courage or self-sacrifice that is heroism for the greater good of all humanity. The world needs heroes. We crave them, and in some situations, we even invent them. But in our story this morning, we see the difference between humans who think that they're heroes and heroes who know that they are human. Jesus has come down from the mountain where he is transfigured, not with gamma rays or radiation, but with the very presence of God. And the presence of God doesn't transform him, mutate him, bite him, or inject him, but it makes what's inside of him comes out. His face shines like the fire, and his clothes is white as light. He doesn't need a uniform to hide his identity. He doesn't need a shield or a weapon to have danger at bay. He's like my grandma used to say, he's God all by himself. Strange things happen when human beings encounter mountains. It was on a mountain when Moses encountered a burning bush. A bush that was burned, but it didn't burn up. In this burning bush, Moses is not changed into a hero, but he's changed into a shepherd. Strange things happen when human beings encounter God on a mountain. Joshua, he went with Moses up on the mountain to receive the tables of stone, and the brother was up there for 40 days and 40 nights. But Joshua wasn't changed into a hero, but he was equipped to be a leader and an apprentice. Strange things happen when human beings encounter God on the mountain. Abraham, when he was upon a mountain, he saw the Messiah. Moses, when he was on the mountain, he saw the glory of God. And Elijah got to be so bold where the brother caught fire down on his enemies on a mountain. I said, strange things happen when human beings encounter God upon a mountain. It got so strange that Peter tells Jesus, let's stay here upon the mountain. It's so good, let's stay here. But Jesus knows that his Avengers initiatives would fail if he stays upon the mountain. He knows that heroes are not made on mountains, heroes are made in the valley. And the Bible says in Matthew 17, verse 14, that when they come down off of the mountain, they come to the crowd, and a man approaches Jesus and kneels before him, and he says, Lord, have mercy on my son. He's crazy. He's a lunatic. He has seizures and suffers greatly. He falls into the fire, and half of the time he falls into the water. This man is a father who doesn't want to see the miraculous shine on Jesus' face, but he's driven by his desperate need. This man approaches Jesus not with his credentials, with his status or his behavior. He falls on his feet and says, Jesus, have mercy on me. He falls on his knees in a place of surrender, a place of weakness, and says, Lord, I don't want something for myself, I want something for my child. I'm not going to try to impress you with religious words. I'm not going to try to impress you with my obedience. I'm not going to try to impress you with my style. I'm here pleading for mercy for my son. How many of you know that if you're a parent or a guardian, and when you come into the presence of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, trying to intercede for your child, it's not about being pious. It's not about being sophisticated. It's not about being sedity, but it's about asking God for mercy for your child. God, I know that they dropped out of school, but please give them mercy. I know that they smoke and drink at least half of the time, but please give them mercy. I know that they're trying things, experimenting with things, pushing boundaries and testing limits, but Lord, please have mercy on my child. The Father